Hello, my name is Fiongal and welcome to Tarot Tells All. How good are you at recognising your own achievements?
I'm not my own worst enemy, but also my biggest fan.
Self-doubt at the moment is going to be kind of your worst enemy.
I need more, I need more, I need more. I think that's where I hurt myself.
Is your partner a little bit more, how I would say, grounded than you?
I tend to lead everything.
How are you with your father? Hello, my name is Fiongal and welcome to Tarot Tells All. As ever, I don't know who's coming today, so I'm going to shuffle the cards and see what card comes out. It's a little bit of an indication of what energies to expect, what might be coming through. So I'm going to give the cards a good shuffle, and we have the Page of Swords. Interesting energy, the Page of Swords. Swords relating to the mind, thought processes and ideas can sometimes indicate looking one way and walking another. So there may be some decision making that needs to be finalised, a bringing together of focus so that thoughts, ideas and action are all aligned, because that's feeling a little bit muddled. There may be a few moments of second guessing coming up for this guest, so I'm very much hoping that this reading brings some clarity in that respect too. Interestingly, with the Page of Swords as well, it shows the ability to mature, enter ultimately the King of Swords to be the master of one's own destiny and the master of one's own choices. And finally, it can also indicate new ideas, new thought processes coming through. So there might be strokes of inspiration, strokes of even genius coming through for this sitter.
Hi, I'm Junaid and we are about to shoot the Tarot Tells All on UnPolished. I'm nervous but slightly excited. I do love a tarot card reader. I don't know, I always get quite emotional. There's been so much to my life and what I've been through and where I'm at today. So I think I'm nervous but also very excited. Right, I think it's time. Let's go and do this. Hello.
Hi, very nice to meet you. Very nice to meet you. I'm Fiongal.
Lovely to meet you.
How do you do?
How are you?
How do you do?
I'm good.
And your name?
My name is Junaid.
Junaid. Well, very nice to meet you. I'm very pleased to have you here. So have you had a reading before?
I actually love reading.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah,
okay, so you're a dab hand.
Yeah, I've had occasional readings here and there.
Okay, good.
So I love this. This is all a bit of me.
Okay, amazing.
I'm not going to lie, I am a little bit nervous.
Good.
I always am.
Good.
But I'm intrigued to see what you're going to say. And
I always say being nervous is a sign that you're taking it seriously. So
Oh,
that's a very good thing.
Definitely.
Wonderful. So what I'll do is I'll explain a little bit what to expect. I know you've had readings before, but every psychic works slightly differently, tarot reader. So the first thing to mention is I don't tend to look at you very much as I'm starting.
Okay.
I'm not being rude. I'm not talking at you, but it just helps me maintain a degree of focus and concentration. And then what I'll typically do is about 20 minutes of stream of conscience. So I'll just chat away with whatever's coming through for you. And then I'll kind of check in with you and say, right, what's going on, Junaid? How can I help? What do you need me to look at? Interestingly, you've got the Chariot above in your mind. This is in the conscious realm. So you may feel over the kind of next few months, maybe even now, you're being torn in lots of different directions, kind of particularly mentally. It's a lot of ambivalence. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I do this? Should I do that? This may sound stronger than I mean it, but I feel that self-doubt at the moment is going to be kind of your worst enemy. You come across as or I'm being told you're very confident and you're very kind of together and all of those things. But I feel that part of this anxiety is only being born out of the fact that there's some important and big decision. You want to get it right. So that's kind of unsurprising. You're partnered.
yeah,
That feels very good. How recent is that?
quite, yeah,
Nice, good. Part of the reason I asked that question is as we were shuffling the cards, the Ace of Cups jumped out. And the Ace of Cups represents new love, effectively, and kind of being nourished. There is... Is your partner a little bit more, how I would say, grounded than you?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
But can it still get a little bit, do you both quite like your own way?
Yeah. 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 I tend to lead everything. It's my way.
And that's quite nice. I actually feel in some ways, you're right.
Yeah, sorry, it's just you're saying stuff and it's really just hitting home to me about a lot of stuff.
Good.
So,
Do you have pets?
no.
Do you want pets?
We've been speaking about a dog.
Yes. Good, because I'm seeing yeah, I'm not just saying this. It is a dog that's kind of running around. I would even hazard a guess that that's two. There's a wonderful image of you with these dogs, both and you're just walking these two dogs, and you've moved in together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really feels like you've met your match here. It's really, really great. And I feel that this relationship's going to undo quite a lot of worry for you, actually. And it's really nice to have somebody that kind of is going to have your back, going to have your corner, always fight for you, somebody that you can really rely on. They're giving me a word of warning around this relationship. Sorry, that sounded more grave than it was meant. The only thing is, and I say this with great love, don't put too much expectation on, it's a he.
Yeah.
Don't put too much expectation on him to, I'm going to get quite emotional myself, to carry all of your emotional burden. It's a good sign. I know it sounds a bit like, ugh, but it's a good sign. But I can see you kind of coming home into private, your kind of private home, and kind of wanting to offload the frustrations and the difficulties and the annoyances and the everyday kind of clutter. But they're saying, and I know this sounds a bit strange, but they're saying kind of go and do that outside of the home. Don't allow the home and the container to be a kind of dumping ground for your particularly your frustrations. It's just about telling yourself, I'm good enough. And my gentle best is good enough. And I feel like you're getting better with that because you've got the strength card behind you anyway. But there are those little moments of self-doubt. They're coming back to those, and what they're saying is that your kind of perfectionist tendencies, as I have, and that self-doubt, one of the two are the same thing. And it's just, I kind of want to very gently put my hands on your shoulders and just say, breathe. You've got this. Everything's going to go well. I'm going to ask a direct question here. How good are you at recognizing your own achievements?
I think everything I've achieved in my life I don't think it's ever good enough.
Yeah.
I don't. And I'm so grateful for the stuff that I've had because it's things I've always dreamed of having, but I don't value myself or think it's good enough. I always think, what next?
Yeah.
I'm hard on myself.
Yeah.
It's because of my whole growing up, and I'm like my own worst enemy, but also my biggest fan. And I think it's hard when I take time, I sit back and reflect and think this is all I've ever wanted and I've got it, but I'm like, it's not good enough. I need more, I need more, I need more. And I think that's where I hurt myself a lot.
Yes.
But it goes back into being a perfectionist. I've got this life that I want and I won't stop until I get it. So it's like, I've had knockback after knockback and I've had a life constantly, people telling me I'm not going to make it, I'm not good enough. So it's like, sorry.
No, don't apologise.
It's like I've got a point to prove every single day. I'm just sick of it sometimes. So it's just like, I'm happy, but it's like, to everyone that's always put me down and been like, you're not going to make it, you're not going to do anything. It's like, I'm constantly on fight mode to be like, no, I'm going to prove to you I will. And I think that goes back to like my family quite a bit.
Because I do see real moments of happiness and joy for you. And again, it's a bit of an obvious message, but they're saying that there are times where, and I'm exactly the same, you'll kind of almost push people's buttons to see how much they might stick around. There's a bit of abandonment issues going on here. I feel like I've got a woman here with you, an older lady. I would have said a kind of grandmother, but she's got very kind of long hair. I'm just going to kind of ask for a little bit more from her. There's something about the way she walks as well. She's slightly got a waddle about her, but she's a very, very lovely, lovely energy. Is your grandmother in spirit?
Yeah.
Was she quite a happy person?
Yeah.
Because there's a kind of big smile. And it's funny, actually. I feel that she's coming forward with this message of actually, I'm quite content on her own. She thinks that you're terrific. She's standing kind of right there and she comes to... Did she speak English as well?
Broken.
Yes, fine. I feel that she's reinforcing this thing of life is to be enjoyed. She's really making me laugh and smile, actually. She's just very kind of like... she'll definitely be dancing at your wedding. I keep going on about your wedding. I'm sorry about this. But I do think it's quite given. They keep showing me knots being tied is the way that I would say it. And I feel that I'm outside and it's very warm and very beautiful. But this is my time to then say, okay, what's going on? How can I help? What would you like me to look at that I haven't already done so? Is there anything you want me to expand upon? All of that good stuff.
Okay. I mean, for me personally, I think career is a huge thing of mine. I think purely because it's my biggest passion and it's what I love the most.
Yeah.
And I think it's what makes me happy.
Yeah.
I've gone through so many hoops and obstacles to get to where I am today and lost so many people along the way. It is my dream and ambition to be successful and push my TV career.
Yeah.
That is what I want. That's where I see myself going, purely for the fact of trying to help others.
Great. I think this turning point about helping others is great. I'm really pleased to hear that because that was very given. And this isn't to kind of undermine or be disparaging, but I feel that happens in a little bit of time. This may be the worst insult in the world, so I apologise in advance, but you'll probably be on the Celebrity Big Brother and all of that stuff. You'll very much be in those kind of, those shows as well. And would you ever go in the jungle?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your ambition? What would you love to do? Is it just more of the TV stuff?
And do you know what? It's not even just that. I just want people to, especially from my background and where I come from and what I've been through, my whole purpose and what I do is to inspire others to know exactly what I've done. The struggles that I've been through, it's not been an easy ride, but if I can achieve anything, I come from nothing, like absolutely nothing, and I've made a whole life for myself. So if I can help one person, that's the whole reason I do it. Growing up for me, I never saw people like me on TV, especially from my background and my religion, and it plays a massive factor in who I am as a person today.
Yeah.
Like I've lost my family over everything, and it's things like that. Will I ever get them back? Will I have do you know what I mean?
It's interesting. How are you with your father? Yeah. The reason I asked this, and I kind of slightly skirted around it before, but this isn't a prediction. This is for me to understand the scenario and the situation. But when I looked at the front row of the wedding, there was a chair missing. I don't know entirely how that situation will land and that relationship will land. I can't work that predictively. I've got to say, in my heart of hearts, they're showing me a laurel wreath. And laurel wreaths are usually the kind of symbol of victory and all of that stuff. And frustratingly enough, we can't force the flower to bloom before it's ready. Sometimes when I tap into the emotion of something, it kind of hits me in the heart. I feel that there will be a circumstance will kind of force his hand in certain ways.
I think personally for me, I've put a lot of pressure on every aspect of my life to be perfect. And I think I'm really well aware of that. And I think the person that I used to be compared to the person I've become this year I'm like a very different person.
Yes.
I've grown up a lot.
Yes.
And I really realised what's important in life. And I think a lot of that has been getting into like my first relationship. And it's just showing a different look of life for me that I've always wanted. And I think I put so much pressure on my relationship, but I think because, sorry, I feel like it's a bit of a therapy session, but it's like, I feel like my relationship, because it's been so public since we've been together and it's been so scrutinised by everyone, like I've not had a break. And I think my guard's always been up to protect my relationship because it's all I've ever wanted.
Yeah.
And I think where I don't have that relationship with my family, like my partner's been like a rock to me, and not that I put pressure on it, but it's like I'm fighting everyone's odds against me. And I just want to say to people, like, just leave me alone. Like, let me just live my life. And I think it's now like I'm getting to the stage where I'm like, I just need to breathe. I just need to forget about the outside noise and people's opinions and just enjoy what I have, because I genuinely am the happiest I've ever been.
Yes.
I've got what I've always wanted. I've wanted this career. I've wanted this relationship, and I've got that now, and it's amazing. But it's like I need to appreciate it in the moment, because I don't know. I constantly feel like I'm on like I'm like in fight or flight.
And
there's I'm just exhausted. I think like it's like I'm exhausted, but I feel like I want people just to get to know me for me. And I hate putting up this front and acting like I'm this like confident person, because deep down I'm just nice and just boring and soft. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like I've got to put up this character all the time for people to be like, he can handle it, like that's what he does. And it's like, I can to an extent, but like, just give me a break.
Yeah.
Constantly like.
Is there a way for you to cultivate that break for yourself?
Yeah, I switch off. I've got a very small circle. I don't trust anyone.
Yes.
No one's in my life. My immediate circle is literally my boyfriend and 2 friends.
Yeah.
I don't trust people.
Yeah.
I've had too many people like over the years just sell me out. And I think it's hard, because I'm a very loving person. Then I meet people and I initially like people, and I give them a chance, and they always hurt me. And I think I'm so used to being hurt all the time, because my family hurt me on such a big level. How can I trust anyone? Do you know what I mean?
No, totally.
It's like a deeper rooted thing with me, because it's like my own blood don't accept me, so why will anyone else? I think that's where it's hard in my life, especially being in the public eye. Like, I'm so judged with every step I do, or everything I say. It's always, people don't get me. And I do all this TV stuff for people to get the opportunity to realise what I'm about and who I really am. And I'm not this like bitchy Essex gossip, whatever. Do you know what I mean? I'm not someone that's like broken people's hearts and stuff like that. I'm just a little boy that wanted to be loved. I never had it from my family, and I've had to find it elsewhere. Do you know what I mean? Sorry.
No, don't apologise. Don't apologise. That's what we're here for. Do you need a hug?
Oh, it's just a lot. Oh, God. Sorry, I'm not normally like this.
Don't apologise. Don't apologise. It's all good. Oh. This is all good.
Fucking hell, oh, God.
I feel that this has probably been building for a while, and it hasn't had the kind of container for it. And
I just don't stop.
I think I get the sense, and I'm going to toot my own horn here for a second. I don't normally do that, but I get the sense you feel seen for the first time in a while. And I feel that there's a kind of sense of, oh, this is kind of worked through that front that I've sometimes had to build.
Yeah.
What I also find kind of beautifully poetic and paradoxical is that you found yourself so much in the public eye and scrutinized, and it's kind of this love-hate relationship that happens with it. It's like, I love the adoration, but I also hate being under the microscope in some ways. I also personally believe, and this is a belief system of mine, that we are born into our family with a reason. As painful as sometimes that can be, and as frustrating as that can sometimes be, and what I always try and look at is, why would I have chosen to be born into this family? And I feel that part of your journey and your path is about arriving to a point where it's ultimately self-love. But I would also say that it is about holding up a mirror to your family as well, because I can't change.
Yeah.
I'm exactly who I am.
I think for me, like, the biggest aspects in my life is like my relationship, my career, and like my family stuff. I think they are the 3 biggest points in my life.
Yeah.
And obviously the family stuff has always been going on, and there is no relation there. It hurts me every day, but I don't feel a way of ever coming back with them. I think the fundamental thing is, obviously my family are very strict Muslims. I'm also Muslim myself, but being gay for me is something that I live, that's who I am as a person, and that's how I live my life. For them, it's something they can't accept whatsoever. Yeah. But then what I can't accept is how they've turned their back on me. Because I think like they disowned me when I was 18 and I'm 30 now. And I feel like I'm getting closer to a life without them, but never having them. Do you know what I mean? And that's what hurts me, because I just don't understand how they can't. Why can't we get over this? The whole career and TV stuff is to raise awareness for people like me. And to I've had a really tough time with my family being gay and Muslim, but I have got other happiness in my life. And if I can do it, so can you. And I think that's my constant battle in life, to try and let other people know, like, yeah, it's hard, but you can also do it. I want to inspire other people to come out and be themselves and live their lives regardless of what religion they come from or what background, or do you know what I mean? Like, that's my whole purpose and why I do what I do. Like, I needed this. It was like a therapy session into the future.
It's about 5 hours worth of therapy.
No, I need it though. I don't give myself a moment to stop.
Yeah.
And this is what I did need. So thank you.
Absolute pleasure. Absolute pleasure. I just want to talk briefly about the card that I pulled for you before you came, and it's the Page of Swords. And interestingly enough, this is the card of sometimes self-doubt and worry, and very much echoing these themes about this duality of wanting to be seen but also wanting to be kind of private, because you can see that the character is almost walking one way and holding the sword another. But it's a reminder sometimes the narratives and the stories that we tell ourselves can sometimes be the worst, our worst enemy. Also, what I want to do, I want you to pick a crystal for you on your way, whatever you can do, either by looking or just diving in by a random. Nice, gorgeous. What
does this mean?
That is snow quartz, snowy quartz. Very, very, it's actually kind of the Hierophant card. It's very much connected with the crown chakra, so a soothing, calming energy. Thank you.
Love
It's been
that.
a joy.
Thank you so much, honestly. Really, really appreciate it. Wow, is all I can say. I'm such a spiritual person, and I think getting tarot card readings, like, I enjoy, but I think this was just on another level. I definitely didn't think he would touch my heartstrings as much as he had. I didn't think I'd get this emotional, definitely not. I think I'm quite used to just having a guard up. I felt like I was naked, which is a really weird way to put it, but I think the guard was completely down and you saw a real raw and emotional side to me, which not many people get to see, and I don't really see that myself that often. I think the positive takeaways from today that I'm definitely going to take with me is the fact that I just need to maybe be a little bit more kinder to myself. I feel like this whole experience and the tarot card reading has really helped me move forward and just get a lot more clarity on my life, which was just so needed. And I'm ready to take it in full force like I always do. I'm Junaid, and you've been watching Tarot Tells All on UnPolished.